I think in there was like an app, Microsoft app, like cheat sheet login, but if they just add it to their as an Outlook email and you give them that temporary password and that
Okay.
username, they should be able to, if they're gonna do it on their phone. But I'm pretty sure in that group of all those documents that I sent them, I think I sent them the app setup if they wanted to do the Outlook.
Okay, they'll probably have questions about that, but
But they're pretty. mm,
yeah, no, I know.
Unless they go to the website
No,
and do
these
a
are the guys.
web base, then I think they're gonna be doing it on their phone.
They're telling us.
Right, yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay,
One of the guys, I think was
really bright.
Jonathan.
Are we muted? What? Are you on? Are we muted?
My speakers. Okay, I call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over to Lindsay for roll call.
Commissioner Sue? Commissioner Lowe? Commissioner Liu?
Here.
Commissioner Misra? Here. Commissioner Gao?
Yep.
Commissioner Prakash?
Okay.
Did I pronounce that wrong?
Oh, yeah, it's Prakash.
Prakash, okay. Commissioner Des. Commissioner Halambi? Here. Commissioner Kumar? Here. All present except for Commissioner Deschma, who's absent.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure what button. Lauren, is your speaker off? Laptop?
Mine's muted, my speaker.
Okay.
It's just disconnected from the iPad. There we go.
Okay, I just heard a little feedback, so I thought that might be going on. Okay, our first item on the agenda, the subject is the swearing in ceremony for incoming 2025-2027 team commissioners. The recommended action, swear in the 5 incoming team commissioners for the 2025-2027 term. That's a, there are cities.
Good evening, commissioners. My name is Lauren Zapruder. I've met you guys, I think, at your interviews and communicating with you all for that entire process. So welcome and congratulations again on your appointment. I'm going to ask all of you to stand up as I initiate your oath of office. So please stand up if you are an incoming commissioner. Okay. If you can raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and to the Constitution of the State of California? That you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion? And that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you're about to enter for the city of Cupertino? You do? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, all 4 of you? Okay, great. Thank you. Congratulations. You each have your own individual oath of office that you just received. If you guys can sign those and then pass them down, that'd be great.
Okay. Congratulations, commissioners. We'll move on to agenda item number 2. The subject is team commission orientation, and the recommended action is to receive an overview of the commissioner's handbook from the city clerk. I'm going to get that back to
I have a brand new laptop and all my apps just changed. So where? Maybe you on this new one. Am I here for full screen? No, this is tools.
I could also take over and do it for you.
Isn't it like control? Control L. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's get started on your commission orientation. So this is gonna be going over a lot of the materials that you guys were you received with your introduction packet. For returning commissioners, this is gonna be the exact same thing you received last year when you guys were sworn in. So just going over the commissioner's handbook and Rosenberg's. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, everything that we're going to be discussing tonight is contained in the commissioner's handbook. This is a guidebook for the rules of the commission. So tonight we will review the structure of government, the commission purpose, commission attendance, the Brown Act, Rosenberg's rules of order, your required trainings that you're going to be required to take, and the city email policy. This is a simplified city organizational chart. At the very top, you can see that the citizens are at the top. The city council elects the citizen. The citizens elect the city council. The council appoints the advisory commissions. The city manager reports to city council, and then city staff reports to the city manager. So Cupertino's organizational structure is known as a city council, city manager form of government. where city council sets policy and the city manager implements the policy and directs staff. And then staff make the recommendations, implements council direction. This is the municipal code for the teen commission, powers and functions or the duties. So this commission serves as advisors to the city council. And they make recommendations in their capacity within the municipal code. So Cupertino Municipal Code, Chapter 2 states that the teen commission is to advise the city council and staff on issues and projects that are important to the youth and perform such other tasks requested by the city council. Your commission attendance, the commission attendance policy is rigid in order to ensure a quorum. A quorum is a majority of your membership to be able to hold and conduct city business. So if you miss more than 25% or 3 regular meetings or 3 consecutive meetings in a calendar year, you will be removed from the commission. So this is based on the teen commission holding 12 regular meetings a year. So if you miss 4 of those regular meetings or 3 consecutive, you'll be removed from the commission. So you can miss 3, which is 25%, but if you go over that 25%, you'll be automatically removed from the commission. The commission attendance starts in January and goes to December, and then it'll reset. So if you're incoming this moment in September, your attendance will reset in January for the following calendar year. Okay? If you end up getting removed from the commission, you may request a waiver of this provision by submitting a letter to the city council and asking if they will reinstate your commission. Teen commission tardiness is also tracked, and the council reviews attendance at the beginning of each year during council recruitments or commission recruitments, sorry. Any questions about attendance? Just want to make sure you come to your meetings. The Brown Act is a state law requiring that all meetings be held open and public and all persons be permitted to attend any meeting except in certain limited situations. There are three key requirements for a meeting. The Brown Act is that all business must be conducted in a session that is open to the public. Business to be discussed must be on a published agenda. And the public has a right to speak at all meetings, either on agenda items or in the category called oral communications. So all of you have your agenda for tonight's meeting, so you'll see the section for oral communications on there. So anybody can walk through that door and request to speak when the chair gets to that item on the agenda. They can discuss things that aren't on your agenda during that category during your meeting. And then the public can also speak on any of the items of business on your agenda. Okay. Because all these meetings are open to the public, and we're also, they can also participate and view the meeting remotely as well. So what is a meeting? A meeting is defined as any congregation of a majority of the members. So with 9 commissioners, a majority would be 5 or more of you to hold a meeting. At the same time and location to hear, discuss, deliberate, or take action on any item. Commissions are required to hold regular meetings open to the public at a set date and time during the year. So I believe you guys meet in this room on the 2nd Wednesday.
Sorry.
I'm like, where are we at in the calendar? 2nd Wednesday of the month, once a month, at 6 o'clock. So that's your regular scheduled time. Special meetings are those held outside of the regular meeting date and time. Special meetings may be called by the chair or by a majority of the members. So what is not a meeting? Individual contacts or staff briefings of less than a quorum are not considered meetings and are not subject to the Brown Act. Staff may have separate conversations or communications with commissioners outside of a meeting in order to answer questions or to provide information. So long as staff does not communicate the comments or position to any of the other commissioners. Purely social and ceremonial gatherings and seminars are not meetings. Open publicized community meetings, also not meetings. and meetings of another agency. So if you do attend any of these types of events, just remember to not to discuss city business with your other commissioners if you're at an outside event. So serial meetings, this is when the Brown Act can get really tricky. The Brown Act prohibits a series of such individual contacts if they result in serial meetings. These occur when only part of a commission is present, but over time and space, a majority ends up discussing and deliberating or taking action on an item of business outside of your regular meeting, which is here, right? So these are called serial meetings, which are prohibited. Serial meetings can include the daisy chain and wagon wheel meetings. So a daisy chain meeting occurs when Commissioner A emails Commissioner B, who emails Commissioner C, and so forth. And at the end of the sequence, the people who started the email chain have no idea that a violation has occurred because it ended up getting to 5 or more of you when you kept forwarding it and other people didn't know. So that's a Brown Act violation. A wagon wheel or hub and spoke meeting is when Commissioner A is the hub and then pushes out information to all the other commissioners, or at least a majority, or more. So Commissioners B, C, D, E, F, G, because there's so many of you guys on your commission, they don't know that a violation has occurred when that commissioner that started it pushes out all this information to you. So this scenario also pertains to staff liaisons. Again, they can't push out information to all of you and share your view or your opinion on an item that's coming to the commission. So again, this is when serial meetings happen and you need to be really careful in your communication. So don't reply all, don't forward, things like that. This also includes group texts and handwritten notes. So again, do not reply all in emails because this will create a quorum if a majority or more of the commissioners are copied on the email. So again, a quorum or majority is 5 or more of you. Limit your risk by sending communications to the commission liaison, which is Sonia, and not stating your position outside of meetings. So, example, like communications on topics that could go to the commission for discussion. Maybe you guys are gonna vote on like the Cupertino event happening or not. Maybe you guys are having these conversations, you're deliberating about an event or something, and you don't wanna be discussing that outside the meeting if there's more of you, so. Don't state your topic, your view on how you're gonna vote. So like you wouldn't want to email, or if there was a tobacco policy coming towards the city, you wouldn't wanna be discussing it and talking about your viewpoint on it ahead of the meeting, so. You wanna be deliberating at your meetings, which are open to the public, so the public can hear what you're talking about and weigh in on those conversations. That was a lot of information on serial meetings. Any questions before I go to the next slide? No? Okay. Social media, always fun. So public officials can communicate on social media platforms. You can answer questions and communicate with the public. You may not use social media to discuss official business. You don't want to respond, like no responses to other members. So if you guys see each other on social media, you don't really want to comment or respond on their threads because that can start to create a meeting in social media. Okay. So like no responses to anybody else on your commission, like no likes, no emojis. You'd be really careful that you're not doing a serial meeting in social media platforms. Okay. So your commission agendas. Meeting agendas must be posted a minimum 72 hours or 3 days before your regular meetings and 24 hours before special meetings. The scope of discussion and action at a meeting is limited to agendized matters. And must include a brief general description of the items to be discussed. This is to inform interested members of the public of the subject matter so they can determine whether to attend the meetings and participate or not. For non-agenda topics that come up in a meeting, you can schedule those items to be heard at a future meeting date And you may also hear staff and commissioner announcements or have very brief clarifying questions or responses to the public. So all these meetings are open to the public. The public has a right to speak. I think we already kind of talked about this a little bit. Has a right to speak on any item within the subject matter jurisdiction of your commission and the specific items of business before or during the commission's consideration. Comments may be anonymous. So some people could be watching tonight and they may want to participate, but maybe they don't want to list their name or announce their name. That they don't have to. They can be an anonymous participation comment. The chair may impose reasonable time limits on public comment. Say you have a huge controversial item and you have 50 people that come into Quinlan and want to speak. The chair might want to limit the public comment. Usually it's 3 minutes for somebody speaking on public comment. If you have 50 people in here, chair might want to reduce that time. So it is the chair's desire if you want to do that. You cannot prohibit public criticism of policies, procedures, programs, or service of the agency. And the public has a right to review all documents or communications that are distributed to the majority of the commission. So these are referred to as additional materials or written communications that can come in. So that everything, like if a member of the public might email the whole body, right? Like maybe about an item that's on the agenda. Maybe they're in support of somebody being shared tonight and they emailed out the whole commission in support of somebody, right? That would be a written communication and that would be attached to the meeting materials online and in the official record. So all those additional documents are available to the public. So anything that comes in that's relevant to your meeting, it's all available to the public to view. So Rosenberg's Rules of Order. Commissions follow the guidelines of parliamentary procedure contained in Rosenberg's Rules of Order. These rules outline establishing order at meetings, how motions are made, and how the chair runs the meeting. As mentioned, the meeting is governed by your agenda. So if you're new tonight on the commission, follow along your agenda. That's going to be how your meeting's going to roll tonight. Each agenda item can be handled by the chair in a basic format. The chair announces the agenda item by reading the subject and recommended action, invites a staff report. Members may then ask technical or clarifying questions. Then the chair opens it up to public comment. So Lindsay, your administrative assistant here, she'll be at all your meetings. So she's going to help run the public comment with the chair. Invites a motion, and then the commission, the chair can invite a motion in a second. If everyone is clear on the motion on the table, the commission deliberates again, and then an official vote is taken and the vote result is announced, and Lindsay will announce the official vote once everyone has voted. Not all items require a motion and a vote. Sometimes it is just to accept a report or receive a presentation. So on this agenda item, you will just receive the presentation. There won't be an official vote on this item, okay? Prior trainings. Yes, the Cupertino ethics policy was adopted by the city council to preserve public confidence in the integrity of local government. All of you have signed the ethics policy and returned that back to me. Thank you so much. So the ethics policy, it contains provisions for the professional and personal conduct of members. So assuming you all signed it, you've already read it. It's also linked in the commissioner handbook. Commissioners must take an ethics course every 2 years as required by state law. I know your terms are only 2 years, so you will only take it once during your term. You will receive further instructions on how to satisfy this requirement, including an online self-study option and webinar training. So after tonight, maybe probably next week, I'll get you set up in the system, so you'll receive email and then you can just take that training at your convenience, okay? And it's 2 hours. There's also an annual commissioner training that is held in the February-March timeframe of each year. This is put on by our office in the clerk's office. That annual training is an in-person training. It's usually held at Community Hall where you guys had your interviews. So Sonia will also communicate that. We'll communicate that when that comes up in February, March, okay? Please remember that you represent the city in your interactions with members of the community and other agencies. All city commissioners are assigned a mandatory city email address after reviewing and signing the technology use policy. So thank you everyone for getting that back to me. All your accounts are set up and I think you guys are gonna try to log on tonight and let us know if you're able to get in or not. You'll wanna reset your password, your temporary password. So please adhere to the network etiquette guidelines in the technology use policy. Use your city email account to only conduct city business as a commissioner. So be really careful that you don't accidentally use it to use personal information or personal emails. Do not forward or apply to a city email account from your personal email address. Please keep in mind that your emails and communications are always subject to the Public Records Act request. So please be mindful with your communications. So anything that you type in your email and your Outlook, anybody could ask to see those communications and they will be public for the most part, unless there's something that can be withheld for privilege or confidential reasons. But think of it as an open book. Your email is an open book. So just be very cautious of what you're saying in those city emails. Okay. And that concludes my presentation. It's a lot of information about meetings. But any questions?
If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand and then.
The teen commission has really always been really great at managing the meetings. You guys are rock stars, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't think Sonia is, and I don't think Lindsay is. So again, welcome to the new commissioners and returning commissioners. So thank you.
Do we have anybody from the public that's online?
We have no members of the public on Zoom and we have no speaker cards.
Okay. And then we usually go back after that just for any comments or discussion on the presentation that you received. Not mandatory. And then technically, I think we should be calling for a motion to receive the presentation.
You don't have
You
to.
don't have to.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much. All right. Next up. Okay, next we're going to have agenda item number 3. The subject is teen organizations presentation. Recommended action is to receive a presentation on teen commission activity board and or recreation event volunteers from recreation coordinator. Okay, and you're gonna have to give me one.
It's okay. Take it. Hello, everybody. Hello. That's new faces in here. Some new old faces, actually. Cool. For the new faces, just want to introduce myself. My name is Robert Kaufman. I am one of the handful handful recreation coordinators for the city of Cupertino's Parks and Recreation Department, in charge of various programs. Tonight we're going to do teen programs, which is my wheelhouse. Some of you already have participated in some of these with me, and we'll kind of go over those. Give you just a general overview of the various programs we offer for teen. Outside of Teen Commission, although we'll talk about Teen Commission a little bit too. We're gonna go over Youth Activity Board first, and then we're gonna move on to our latest group, Recreation Event Volunteers. We'll go over the Leader in Training Program, and then we'll bookend the presentation with Teen Commission, because you're just so excited to hear about the group you're already on. Okay, so what is Youth Activity Board? What is YAB? Yeah, was created in 2018, before me, to further engage Cupertino teens and address the growing teen stress epidemic. This is a group of 13 teens, volunteers who work with staff, which is myself, to create and plan events for youth and teens year round. We run quite a few events throughout the school year. We spend a lot of our meetings planning and communicating in between meetings, whether that's with each other or you know, tapping into our various social networks to invite people and other students out to events. This is our general annual offerings. We have our teen speaker series, which we started last year with our first iteration. Pizza and Politics, which is a biannual event we run. Spelling Bee, which is a became more of an intergenerational program, which it's more of a youth aged spelling competition, but we started having Yab Planet with teen commissioners such as Chelsea, helping with moderating and judging it. Teen Resource Fair is also a Yab event as well, just planning out contacts and various activities. Hack, that was kind of our like signature event for the year, happens in April. I'm sure a lot of you might have heard about Hack. That one is kind of our big, that's our big one, honestly, because that's just an overnight event. Cupertino Cafe is our open study hall, and then we have our teen movie nights, of course. These are annual to biannual events. We also do events outside of these. I aim to empower my teens to kind of like think outside the box, be creative, try to do new things as well. We don't always have the luxury to do every new thing just because there's a lot of guidelines, a lot of processes, a lot of things that we have to abide by being a city group. But I do try to empower them, and I try to harness everybody's creative flow. Yeah, so that's Youth Activity Board, I believe. We'll move on to our second group. We moved a little fast there. Can you go back?
Okay, go to, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Our newest group is the Recreation Event Volunteers. This group was started just last year, around September 2024. One of your fellow teen commissioners, Songvi, is a part of this group. Hopefully she's still participating with us this year. We'll see. She's probably got a lot on her plate. But yeah, Rev was created with the idea that, we were harnessing a lot of single one-day events, one-day volunteers for a lot of our parks and recreation events. And we just really wanted to deepen our relationship with those volunteers. We wanted to create more of a formalized team of volunteers that we can tap into year round for what is quite an event heavy team department. Besides, Sonia and my division, we have quite a few events between Monster Mash, Big Bunny, July 4th. But besides us, we also have plenty of other events in other divisions in our department, whether that's for the Earth Day celebration that migrated over, the intergenerational conference that's spring. Okay.
It's good.
You skipped them too. So yeah, this is our general like events calendar for Rev. We have a pretty heavy holiday season. It kind of mirrors the way our Parks and Rec department programs our year. Obviously because we're supporting our Parks and Rec department. But we have quite the heavy fall season. We kind of rein it in with Monster Mash for Halloween. Gives everybody a taste of like kind of what event volunteering is like. And then we have a very heavy Santa month with tree lighting, breakfast with Santa, and signing Santa. In the spring, we kind of ramp back up again. We have our Big Bunny 5K, we have our Earth Day celebration, and then summer we have like two big events too. This group just started last year. It was definitely it felt very grassroots. Felt very like kind of let's get up and running. This year we're excited to accept a lot more members. Last year we had 20 something members, so we was one of our very first. And this year I just sent out an acceptance letter to like it was something big. It was like over 40 members, 40 applicants, I should say. So we're at least doubling our numbers going into the second year of this program. And we're very excited. We're hoping that this program becomes completely self-sufficient with its own membership by the end of this year, honestly. We're very excited to kind of build upon this new offering to teams. Okay. Okay. Last but not least, well, I guess this is not last, but leader in training. So if youth activity board and recreation event volunteers are kind of like a year-round offering for us. Our leaders in training are our summer volunteer opportunity. You know, some of you, if you hear recreation, you might think like summer camps, and you wouldn't be wrong. That is kind of a tentpole offering of any parks and recreation department. And summer is always a huge undertaking for us. We recruit quite a few recreation leaders, which is our part-time staff that works for us all summer long, running these camps, you know, playing dodgeball with the kids all day long, out in the sun, and you know, they're an important team that does a lot of hard work, and they're supported by our LITs, our team volunteers that are not only helping them run camp, but like learning from them, learning how to run camp. And in many cases, it's kind of like a first foray into kind of like work experience, volunteering experience. Yeah, it's a great place to get a lot of volunteer hours in the summer. It's a great place to kind of dip your toes into, you know, that kind of next level of responsibility. And yeah, it's a great summer program. Sami's also been a part of that one. And I think Chelsea, right? And then Nushri. Yeah, okay. If I didn't call anybody out here, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's leader training. Our 3 staff-led camps over the summer is Adventure Camp. Just out here in the backfield behind the Quinlan Memorial Park. That's the classic Parks and Rec camp. That's dodgeball. That's sharks and minnows. That's sneaky statue. Like all those fun field games. That's Adventure Camp. We also have a camp for the tots. That's our preschool adventures camp. That's for the little ones. And then for kind of the nature nerds out there, we have camps over at McClellan Ranch. That has a very dedicated following. Those kids love that camp. And I think the rec leaders and the LITs that go out there too, they're also, you know, huge nature nerds. They love it. So yeah, 3 big camps that LITs are supporting. Yeah, we don't have to worry about yeah, okay. Last but not least is our teen commission. You know, these other groups are more like informal, volunteer based. Our teen commission is a more formal group. I don't know if you've heard of teen commission, but they are appointed by city council. They're Brown Act recognized, as you literally just learned 5 minutes ago. Your role as teen commissioners is to help advise us and staff on, you know, important projects. You know, your thoughts on how programs can be tweaked or changed, or you know what you think your peers find important. Yeah, you're an advisory group for us. Go ahead, go to the next slide. So generally, we come to you, we ask for your advice, we ask for your feedback. It doesn't mean we don't want you participating in any of our things. We hope you participate and, we hope for you to be kind of a representation of your peer group. So, I mentioned spelling bee earlier. I mentioned some of these events that plans and helps me execute, such as pizza and politics and spelling bee. Those events need somebody representing teams at them. And so that's when I come to you and ask you, hey, would you be willing to be a moderator? Would you be willing to be a speaker? You're kind of our dignitaries in that sense. Yeah. Okay. So the events that are supported by our team commissioners, as I mentioned before, Team Speaker Series, which I'll mention later in my staff report. Pizza and Politics is a big one. Monster Mash, which is also coming up. Spelling Bee, Big Bunny, Teen Resource Fair, and Hack. These are all the ones. Actually, I'm missing Earth Day on here. But we'll talk about that later, of course. There's quite a few opportunities, not just for a photo moment, but really what's most important to us. Maybe it's just Parks and Rec bias, but our goal is to engage the community. So, we hope to have you at these things, not just as a photo opportunity for you or a bullet point to add to a college application, but also to just kind of, engage with the community that you're a part of. That's part of that leadership piece of being a team commissioner. That's part of the representation of being appointed to this special position. Okay, guys. So we hope it's not just beneficial to you, but beneficial to the wider community. Okay. Another role of the team commission, which this is a somewhat of a newer function that your liaison, Mrs. Sonia Lee, helped kind of bring to fruition, is the youth-led organization recognition function or process. I don't know, Sonia, you help me a little bit with this one. I could just read it, but I keep.
We actually restarted that process. It had been started by the former team commissioner, Daniel Mestizo. And this is an opportunity for youth-led organizations to help to get the word out. One of the roles that I look at the team commission as playing is to help to spread the word about our programs, support our programs, and then also to recognize teens and youth in the city of Cupertino and the unique, cool things that they're doing. And those of you who are returning will know we've had some amazing organizations that have come to present to you. By merit of them coming and presenting, they're getting the word out for those people who may be live streaming the movie, live streaming the meeting. So that helps to get the word out. Then as part of it's a process for them to apply. And then you kind of evaluate each group and then they will receive a highlight through the city social media, which reaches a whole lot of people. So I think it's just a unique thing for you to do. And I'd love to see it continue. It's kind of picking up a little momentum. I think we've had probably every other meeting, at least we've had an organization. So I'm hoping that continues. And I really encourage all of you to get out to your schools if you see great organizations that you think would benefit to come and tell the team commission about their organization. Please invite them. It's online for the application.
Yeah, not just, that is actually something I maybe didn't mention before, but not just representing your, representation is not just representing your peer group to us, but also, representing city things to your peer group as well. Okay, we will call upon you to spread the word on certain programs, on events, on whatever. And we really hope that you kind of do your due diligence on sharing that information, with your peers. That doesn't just mean like in a group chat with 4 friends, hey, there's a thing that's happening on Saturday. We hope that your voice kind of echoes beyond this room or, maybe your smaller inner circle. But we hope you kind of spread the word amongst the actual wider community within your groups. Okay, that's it for me. I promise.
Do we have any questions? You all started out very quiet first meeting. Okay, and do we have any public comment?
We have no public comments in person and no public comment on Zoom.
Okay. I'll go back and just check and see if we have any last comments or discussion on the presentation. Okay, all right, thank you so much, Robert Kaufman. All right, moving on.
Point of, I'm not sure what this is, but should we have Rochelle sworn in?
Pardon?
Have him sworn in?
I'll need to check with the city clerk because the city clerk needs to speak that you may need to actually make arrangements to get sworn in after this meeting. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to approval of minutes. We had a little bit of a unique situation at the last meeting. We didn't actually vote on the approval of the June minutes, so we're going back to minutes. So please review those quickly first, and then we'll take the motion in a second, and we'll vote first on June though. Good. Just for the meeting and then. If just the June, you want to, are we doing on just June? Everybody through reviewing those? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the June minutes?
I motion to approve.
Okay, June moved, and do I hear a second? There's. For you. Okay, be helpful. And you guys can turn. Okay, now let's go on to, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we
Can I
need to
move
do the vote.
over to-
Yeah.
I almost did it again.
All right, Commissioner Sue,
This is for the vote, and so you're just gonna indicate if you approve or not, so we're doing that a little bit more formally than we usually do.
yes. Commissioner Lau,
Yes.
Commissioner Liu,
Aye.
Commissioner Misra. Commissioner Gao,
Aye.
Commissioner Prakash,
Aye.
Commissioner Deshma,
Aye.
Commissioner Halambi,
Hi.
Commissioner Kumar.
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously.
Do you want them to say aye each time?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Either one.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go on to, I'm sorry, I didn't read the last item, number 5, the subject of approval of minutes, August 13th minutes. And the recommended action is to review and approve the minutes from the commission meeting on
My name is spelled without an E.
okay? I see a couple of you look like you're through this minute. On this, okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the August 13th, 25 minutes? Chelsea? And do I hear a second?
Second.
Courtney? Okay, and then that will be, now give it to the chance to vote.
Commissioner Sue,
Yes.
Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Aye.
Commissioner Mizra. Commissioner Gao.
Aye.
Commissioner Prakash.
Aye.
Commissioner Deschma.
Aye.
Commissioner Halambi.
Aye.
Commissioner Kumar.
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously.
Okay, thank you. I don't believe we have any postponements. Any oral communication?
We have no hands raised on Zoom and no speaker cards.
We don't have any old business, so we'll move on to our new business. Item number 6, the subject is the 2025-2026 chair and vice chair selection. The recommended action is to select a chair and a vice chair for the 2025-2026 team commission term. It's gonna go to me. All right. I'd like to welcome all the new commissioners. And before we choose the new chair and vice chair for the next term, I'd like to go around the table and have each commissioner briefly introduce themselves. Please indicate if you're incoming or returning commissioner, your grade, your school, and when things about yourself that you'd like to share. Lastly, please indicate if you would like to be considered for the chair or the vice chair position. Okay, and we'll just start right here.
Sure. Hi, everyone, I'm Anushree. Forgive any voice cracks. I'm still like returning from a bit of a cold. I'm also returning as a commissioner. I'm a senior at Cupertino High School. And one thing I want to share is I've been very involved with the city over the past few years because I really like Cupertino, basically. Kind of a weird thing to say, but yeah, I've been involved in a lot of ways and I'm excited to see what we will do together this year.
Hi, I'm Sumeda. I'm a current junior at Monte Vista High School and yeah, I'm very excited to be joining the teen commission. I've been pretty involved with the city for a while now. Actually, my sister used to be a teen commissioner and my dad is part of the TIC commission. So it sort of like runs in the family, but yeah, I'm very excited to contribute to Cupertino with you guys.
Hi, I'm Harley. I'm a junior at Monte Vista High School. I am a returning commission. One thing interesting, I'm an avid reader. I'm recently working my way through the foundation series and volunteered in the library before. Oh, do we do the indication for chair, interest for chair or?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I will like to be considered for chair and vice chair.
okay. And Smita, would you like to be considered for chair or vice chair?
Is it only available for the returning months?
It is not. It's available for everybody.
Oh, no.
Okay, and then Harley.
Chair and vice chair?
Hello, my name is Shield. Apologies for my voice. I'm sick right now. But I'm a freshman at Monte Vista High School. It's my first year as a commissioner. one fun fact about me is that I guess I'm into fashion. I was just considered for chair or vice chair. Hi, my name is Jonathan Miguel. I'm a junior at Basis Independent Silicon Valley. And this fun fact is I really like biology. I'm hoping the Teens Commission will help me get more involved with the city. And I do not want to, I'm not interested in general question.
I'm Vinay Prakash. I'm in 8th grade. I go to high middle school. I'm an incoming commissioner. Fun fact about me is like, I really enjoy learning about politics and I also, well, I would like to be considered for vice chair.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Chelsea. I'm a returning commissioner. I'm gonna be a sophomore at Homestead High School. And a fun fact about me is I like playing guitar and tennis, and I would like to be considered for chair and vice chair.
My name's Sanvi Halambi. I'm a sophomore at Fremont High School and I'm an incoming team commissioner. I would not like to be considered for chair or vice chair. And a fun fact about me is that I play field hockey.
Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and I'm a returning team commissioner. I'm a freshman at Lynbrook High School. A fun fact about me is I believe that Burger King is the best fast food restaurant. And I'd like to be considered for vice chair and chair.
Okay, great.
I have a quick question. Is it possible to change my answer if I could be considered for chair or vice chair?
Sure. This right now is just, you're just indicating your interest.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just gonna finish out, since we sort of did introductions with the commissioners, I'm just gonna finish out that, weren't like introductions, because we didn't really start with that in the meeting. But I'm Sonia Lee, and I'm the recreation manager for the Youth Teens, Events and Facilities Division, and I'm also the Teen Commission liaison. So I'll be here with you for all of your meetings. And then I'd like to introduce Lindsay Nelson, administrative assistant, and she will be working all commissions. So she's going to be bringing a lot of consistency for how each of the commission meetings are run. And she'll also be managing the hybrid portion of. And that is a change that the meetings are now available for the public to participate in through hybrid meetings. And then you've heard from him already, but Robert Kaufman, and he is our team coordinator. He's a recreation coordinator in the division, but specifically he works with the team programs most often. So that kind of rounds out the people that you're going to generally see. Robert doesn't come to every single meeting, but he often comes. So, okay. So we'll move on with the item. I'm just going to talk about the qualifications for the chair and the vice chair. But specifically the chair really should have some experience with the team commission. It's like recommended. You should be comfortable running the meeting. So I'm the chair for this meeting, but we will have a team commissioner as the chair and they'll be running the meeting each month. And the chair should be somebody also who is available to attend monthly mayor's meetings, representative for the team commission. So you're gonna have a little bit more involvement. The process for nominating our chair is that we're going to take nominations. You can nominate anybody, including yourself. And then we will ask for acceptance once the nomination is received. And we'll ask for a second on each nomination. Then each nominee who receives a second will receive, once we have everybody who's received a second to their nomination, we're going to do the chair process first. Ask for the nominations, get the second, then each of those people will have 2 minutes to talk about why they should be chair. We will have questions and discussions. We will vote. And so again, you may nominate yourself. When we get to the voting portion, you can only vote for one person, but you can vote for yourself. So just to put the process out there. what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna open up this, agenda item for public comment before we get started with the process, and we'll open that up and close it before we start.
We have no hands raised on Zoom and no speaker cards in person.
Okay, perfect. All right. So then I will now call for nominations for the chair. We're gonna do two separate processes, so we're just gonna do the chair first. So yet, can I borrow you? Remembering how much I have to keep track of this process, so, okay, so for the chair, just go ahead and raise your hand if you would like to nominate. Anybody who would like to nominate anybody can raise their hand. Okay, I'll start right here.
We can nominate myself.
You can nominate yourself. Okay. Do you, and then do I hear a second?
I see.
Okay. And you obviously accept the nomination since you nominated yourself. Okay, so you're first person on the ballot because you have your first and your second. Okay, other nominations. Okay, Vinay.
I want to nominate Harley.
Okay. Okay, and do I hear a second? Carly, do you accept that?
I'll accept.
All right, other nominations? Yes. Okay. And do I hear a second for that nomination? Okay. And assuming, Chelsea, that you accept nominations. Okay. Other nominations? Yes?
I'd like to nominate myself.
Okay. Okay, and a second for.
I second.
Okay, yes, that you accept that nomination. Okay, any other nominations? This is for chair. Okay, all right. So now we have Brianna, Harley, Chelsea, and Anushree. We'll go ahead and start this way and work our way around this way. And so you have 2 minutes.
Yes, I do.
I don't know if we have to do it formally, but.
Okay, let me share my.
Does that make it more complicated for you?
No, I can definitely do that.
Okay.
Section. Alright, so until 10 minutes.
We have these fancy things, so we're gonna use them.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead, Brianna.
Hello, my name is Brianna Sue, and I'm a returning member. So last year, I had the opportunity to work in some events like Big Bunny 5K, Monster Mash, and Teen Resource Fair. I was actually the mascot for Big Bunny 5K, and I feel like that was a really unique experience. Being inside the suit for 1 or 2 hours, but I think being a team commissioner has like given me so many opportunities to kind of give back to my community that I've been here for like basically all my life. And I think I've really enjoyed this experience. And I hope that in this year I could do some emceeing so that I could also do some more being part of. And that's basically it. I really enjoyed this experience of being a team commissioner. Thank you.
Okay, next going this way would be Chelsea. You ready?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Will be running for chair, so I think in my experience over this past year, I've done lots of events like Signing Santa, which was kind of an event for kids with like less hearing, which was really fun because I got to like kind of learn some signs. And I also volunteered at the Teen Resource Fair, which I think was also fun. And I saw some friends there, which was kind of unexpected. And I also judged for the spelling bee, which was also a fun experience. and watching the kids' faces glow whenever they won or they spelled it right was also fun. Also this past summer, I served as like an LIT, so that was also fun because kids were running around crazy, but it was just really fun, especially water day, where we had like a big water fight and stuff. But also at my school, I'm pretty involved. So I'm involved in tennis at my school, so I'm varsity captain this year. I'm an FBA officer, and I'm also part of CASC, which is kind of an outside of school thing. It's California Association of Student Councils, and what I do there is serve as an outreach member and kind of represent the teams in Cupertino. So I think with all these experiences, I would be a really good fit for chair. Thank you.
Okay, continuing around counterclockwise from me, Harley.
Timer? Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Harley. Again, I'm a rising junior. I'm a current junior on Monte Vista. Wow, not used to saying that. Okay. Obviously, I'm running for chair of the teen commission. I think being in teen commission has been one of the best experiences of my life. I've enjoyed going to many events such as Teen Resource Fair, where if you've been there, you know I was the best dressed there. Oh, come on. Earth Arbor Day, where I was an MC, just directing events. I think it was a great experience. Earth and Arbor Day, especially, I enjoyed. So just going around, meeting different people from all the different stalls, just looking at what everyone in Cupertino is doing. I think it's also given me a platform to introduce other people to city government, get them more involved in our city. And I think Teen Commission has been a great platform for that. Before Teen Commission, some other city events I've done. I've volunteered at the library before. I've mentioned I am an avid reader, so that was a really fun experience going to the back rooms of the library. I was 2 summers ago. I was interning with the Chamber of Commerce, which was also really fun. So I think I've had some pretty good involvement with the city so far. At school, I'm a member of I'm a team lead in the PTSA, so we're helping plan events at school. I'm also in the debate. I'm also in the debate club, although with the new topic, I might want to change that. Um, I'm also in Model UN Politics Club at my school. So I think I've had some pretty good leadership experience, and I'd be honored to serve as your chair this year. Thank you.
Nisha.
Hey everyone, I'm Nushri. I'm a returning commissioner this year. I can start with some of the ways I've been involved with the commission last year. I was an I was an MC at Big Bunny alongside former chair Shivika Biswari. I was also an MC at Earth and Arbor Day alongside also former chair and also Commissioner Lyric over here. I was also a Hack Cupertino mentor at the hackathon for the, I think, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. shift, which was pretty fun. I also was there at the Teen Resource Fair. So overall, I've been involved with the Teen Commission both inside and outside of the meeting room, and it's been a very rewarding experience and one that has allowed me to understand how Teen Commission proceedings work pretty smoothly, which is why I'm so confident I'll be a chair that can adhere to all the recommendations that were just talked about a little bit ago. Some ways outside of the Teen Commission that I've also been involved with the city is LIT a long time ago with Kaufman, I think also known as Cloud otherwise, at the camps, and also as a library volunteer like Harley. I also recently represented the city of Cupertino at Silicon Valley's Bike Fest, Bike Summit actually, which was a great experience. Speaking of Bike Fest, I've also been volunteering at that event quite a lot. That is all to say that I'm very familiar with how the experience runs with Teen Commission, and I'm confident I'll be able to succinctly represent everything as a commission at the monthly meeting and also to the larger teen population. So I'm excited to do that with your support.
Thank you. Good luck to each of you. We have some really well qualified, very involved candidates, so good luck to you. So first I want to make sure if there are any questions from the commissioners, after we have the presentations, this would be a good time to ask any questions, any clarifying questions. Okay. Do we have any additional comments from the commissioners? So we are ready to go to the vote. Do you want me to run the vote? And I was gonna go ahead and do it in alphabetical order. We've kind of gone around this way, we've gone back, and then we'll vote alphabetically. that sound okay to you?
Yeah, I can do the vote.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Commissioner Misra. Commissioner Sue,
So you're either voting yes or no per each person. Again, you can only vote yes one time in this process. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay.
Commissioner Sue,
Yes.
Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Yes.
Commissioner Misra,
Yes.
Commissioner Gao,
No.
Commissioner Frukash, Commissioner Deschmuck,
Wait. I think we had a miscommunication error. This is voting for.
Correct.
For, I think going for me, right?
Oh, so it's going,
Yes.
Oh.
okay.
Should we start over? Or
Yes, that's that. Yeah.
start over? Okay. One sec.
Okay, so we are voting person by person. You can only vote yes one time. Okay,
Okay, so we're voting for Commissioner Misra, Commissioner Sue,
Yes.
Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Hey.
Commissioner Misra,
Yes.
Commissioner Gao, Commissioner Frukash.
No.
Commissioner Deschmuck,
Yes.
Commissioner Halambi,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So actually, for our first person that we voted on, we already have a majority, given that you can only vote for yes one time. So do you actually give the results?
Yes, so Commissioner Misra has been successfully nominated as the chair.
Thank you, Rand. After we finish the process, I'll hand this vote. Okay, congratulations. Okay, we are gonna go through that same process all over again, except for you're not gonna introduce yourself. But what I'm gonna do is go straight to calling for the nominations for vice chair now. Again, helpful to have somebody who has experience, but not mandatory as part of that. And I guess I'll just stop there. That's it. That is helpful, but not mandatory. So I'm going to open it up for nominations and let's see. So I keep them straight for me. Okay, nominations for vice chair. Yes, me.
Can I nominate myself?
Yes, me. Okay. First, and do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
And I'm assuming that you accepted that since you nominated yourself. Okay, other nominations, Samantha,
I nominate myself.
yes, you may. Okay, do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, okay, you accepted. Other nominations? Yes. Yes. And do I hear a second?
I second.
Set, other nominations?
May I nominate myself?
Yes. And second?
I second.
Okay. Yes, Harley.
May I nominate myself?
Yes. Okay, and second?
I second.
And second?
I second.
Okay. Any other nominations? Okay, We have Vinay, Smeda, Brianna, Chelsea, Harley. Is it Rashu? Rashu? Am I saying it right?
Think so.
I'll practice. Okay. Okay, so of that group, we've already heard from Brianna, Chelsea, and Harley, correct? So we're gonna go ahead and have Vinay, Sameda, and Rashil be given 2 minutes. Okay, we'll go this way around this time, because I think we did that way last time. So Sameda, start with you.
Okay, so Cupertino has been my home for the like as long as I've been living, since like going to John Park every day to my parents forcing me to do these different like science summer camps, as Robert was talking about previously. And I know I'm sort of shooting my shot here as an incoming teen commission member, but I'd really love to take this opportunity to give back to the city that has really helped me grow up all these years. So some of my experience is that I've been really involved with such real world projects. For example, in FBLA, last year I was leading the projects division at my school. So as part of those projects, I'd actually helped a certain set of students with doing these real world tasks. So, for example, hosting volunteering opportunities or giving internship opportunities, really exposing them to utilizing their business knowledge in the real world. And in addition, throughout the years, I've also participated in a couple of the volunteering opportunities at Cupertino as well, such as the Fall Festival and with an Arbor Day. So yeah, I really hope you maybe consider me for vice chair.
Thank you. Okay, so next going around this way would be Rashil.
Alright, my name is Rashil, again, as I've mentioned earlier, and this is my first year as a team commissioner. A couple of things that I've done over the past couple of years, I volunteered for WEB last year. Basically a program where I helped out incoming sixth graders at Kennedy Middle School. I've also been active in various prior to the speaking Latino. I've been for the city for as long as I can remember, and I've experienced pretty much everything we've had to offer. I spent a lot of my time, around 1 block away from where we are right now, right outside Memorial Park. I'm also currently living in a different part of Cupertino, near Foothill and Dianza. And the difference is obviously very stark. And it really helps me understand what the city stands for. As a commissioner, I think I'd serve you guys as a vice chair well, because of how well acquainted I've been with city programs and the various sides of the city and the people who make the city as great as it is today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Okay, and go ahead.
As I've already said, my name is Vinay. I'm really excited to be on the teen commission this year. Like I've grown up in Cupertino and like this is my home. I want to be a part helping Cupertino grow, and like that's why I'm running for vice. I want to be a vice chair. So like some things I do outside of school, like I really like doing debate. I've gone to a lot of competitions and I've gotten like gold medals and stuff. I've also volunteered in Santa Clara County parks, like painting old benches and trash cans, and also breaking up leaves and picking up the trash. I've also helped out community gardens with weeding and like planting new plants. And then I also love volunteering and have helped out with the sustainability club in my school. I'm also on the basketball team in Hyde. I'm the team manager, and I'm also part of the Hyde Honor Society, in which you have to do 5 hours of community service and volunteering. I also want to help take on more leadership roles in my life, which is why I'm in the leadership elective in my school, which I really love. I hope like you can see me as a potential future vice chair. I hope you see me for one. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I just want to give a really 10-second opportunity to Carly, Brianna, and Chelsea, because it is a different role, if there's just one more thing, if you wanted to add anything from your 2 minutes, because now it's for vice chair. Carly?
I've got nothing extra to add. Control C, Control V. There's nothing else to say.
Thank you. Same here.
The only thing I would add is like I'm also in CAS. Chelsea. And it was really funny when we found out that we were both there because we were added in the same group chat. But yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the vote. And I think we'll go back to alphabetical
Alphabetical by first name.
by first name. Yeah, so I'll the list together for you really quick.
She's already got the list.
I
You
have
got
it
her voting
reversed.
list in order.
Yeah, I just have it by last name.
Oh, that's
She-
fine.
she
But
can-
then we'll just do your whatever.
She's already did it.
Order. That's
Okay,
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to mix it up, so kept being random. So go
Good,
ahead, go
no
ahead.
worries. So Dashma. Commissioner Sue. Commissioner Lau.
What is this for? So, sorry, can we start over again? Because I don't think that they're clear. This is for the vice, we're voting for the vice chair, and we're voting for Commissioner Deschman. Can you say your last name? Deschmuk. Okay, so we're now voting for Commissioner Deschmuk. You can vote once, yes. Okay, so we'll go around each time for each candidate.
Commissioner Sue. Commissioner Lau. Commissioner Liu.
No.
Commissioner Misra. Commissioner Gao.
No.
Commissioner Prukai.
No.
Commissioner Deschma.
No.
Commissioner Halambi.
No.
Commissioner Kumar. The motion fails. Okay, so this would be for Commissioner Kumar. Commissioner Sue? No? Commissioner Lau? Commissioner Liu?
No.
Commissioner Misra? Commissioner Gao? Commissioner Prakash?
No.
Commissioner Desmak? Commissioner Halambi?
No.
Commissioner Kumar?
Yes.
The motion fails. So this is for Commissioner Prakash? Commissioner Sue?
No.
No? Commissioner Lau? Commissioner Liu?
No.
Commissioner Misra? Commissioner Gao? Commissioner Prakash?
Yeah.
Commissioner Deshmukh?
No.
Commissioner Halambi? Commissioner Kumar? The motion fails. All right, so this is for Commissioner Sue. Commissioner Sue?
Yes.
Commissioner Lau? Sorry. No. Commissioner Liu?
No.
Commissioner Misra?
Yes.
Commissioner Gao? Yes?
No.
No. Commissioner Prakash? Commissioner Deshmukh? Commissioner Halambi?
No.
Commissioner Kumar? Okay, so this is for Commissioner Lau. Commissioner Sue?
See before that.
You can only say yes once.
Then no.
Okay, Commissioner Sue? Commissioner Lau? Commissioner Liu?
No.
Commissioner Misra? One more time?
No, I think I used them.
No? Commissioner Gao? Commissioner Prakash? Commissioner Deshmukh? Commissioner Halambi? Commissioner Kumar? Okay, this is for Commissioner Liu. Commissioner Sue? Commissioner Lau. Commissioner Liu,
Yes.
Commissioner Misra.
No.
Commissioner Gao. Commissioner Perukush.
No.
Commissioner Desma,
Yes.
Commissioner Halambi,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar.
No.
No,
We could only say yes once.
right, only once. It looks like the one with the most votes is, let's see here. Commissioner Liu.
Congratulations. All right. Thank you so much for participating in the process. And I just, congratulations to our new chair and our vice chair. Those of you who are returning know that being on the teen commission, you have a lot of opportunities to step up and be moderators, judges, and really be in some high level roles with the teen commission. So thank you very much for everybody who participated. Okay. Now we are going on to staff and commission reports.
Stop sharing it for some reason, it's not. Is that a?
Share.
This is a progress news.
They're turning on the photo.
Turning it back on.
Yeah, turn it back.
Wait, I
Oh.
put it over.
There we go, okay.
So let me see what happens when I stop share, what it
Oh,
goes
the
to.
cameras.
Yeah, I think something is wrong with the
That,
video. There we go,
okay.
okay, perfect, there we go.
All right.
Oh,
We're frozen, but this might be the best.
Third camera is not working. Okay, what is the next item?
Best we got.
We don't have any presentations, so as long as we are streaming the audio.
Yeah, the audience should still be working.
Sorry guys, we have to stop and do this because when we're live streaming, we can't just go on with the meeting, so.
It's still being recorded.
Are you looking at?
Yeah, it's still going,
Okay,
but the camera's just not.
okay. What we might do is.
We can just keep going.
Yeah, I think
I just-
continuing.
Just wanted to see,
All right,
I'm sure.
actually, before you give your staff update, just briefly, you guys can go ahead and pull out your phones and text parents. We're probably within 15-20 minutes. We still need to take a photo at the end too, so that will take a couple minutes.
Oh,
There we go.
But it did that last time, it froze again.
It's not freezing.
Okay.
it's not freezing on our end, yeah, it's good. Did you camera off on again?
Yeah, I just do it over
Did it
time.
work?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go on to staff report while they're finishing their texts. Are you ready, Robert Kaufman?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, you're up.
Hello, everybody. Name's Robert Kaufman. Nice to meet you all for a second time tonight. So tonight I'm just gonna briefly go over a staff report. I'm sure we're all kind of tired and our attention spans are kind of like running real thin at this point. Staff report's kind of like a more informal, just quick update from staff that happens at the end of the commission meeting. If I'm here, I usually handle the staff report on our behalf, and if I'm not here, often I'll kind of like pipe some of the information. This is Lee over here to give the staff report on our behalf for us. usually I do like an event wrap up. Give you kind of an idea of what's coming around the corner, and then any other kind of like news or updates that I feel like, you know, you guys should be privy to. Okay. So let's start with an event wrap up. Last meeting, for those of you that are returning, kind of mentioned that Pooch Plunge was happening over at Blackberry Farms Pool. That was last weekend on Saturday, September 6th. Blackberry Farm kind of bookended its summer season by having, you know, inviting everybody to bring their dogs out and have their dogs swim in the Blackberry Farm pool. It's over the course of 4 different time slots. We had over 200 pooches plunging in that pool. And actually, I got to see it firsthand this year, and it was off. Honestly, it was an awesome event. So if you have a family dog, please look into it next year. Mr. Jason Bazali over at the Blackberry Farm corridor, he runs it twice now during the summer. Once at the beginning, once at the end, like I said, to bookend the season. That's kind of it for my event wrap up from our department. Coming around the corner, new events, we have Fall Festival this weekend on Saturday, September 13th. That's from 7 p.m. That is a community festival that is ran by Cupertino's Rotary chapter. I'm sure seems like some of you are familiar. Rotary is not a city group, or is not city, bless you, by the way. I should say Rotary is more of like a city, like affiliated group. They're a nonprofit group that does a lot of humanitarian work, and actually we meet out of this building quite often. As a city-sponsored festival, we aren't running the festival firsthand per se, like as staff. This is Rotary running the festival, but we are quite involved because, like I said, it is a sponsored festival. It is an event that happens at our facility, or in this case, Memorial Park. And we do have staff that is involved in terms of the oversight and the, you know, just the procedures, and there's a whole process that's involved with that. My coworker Christina Lopez, another recreation coordinator, who's in charge of community and special events. She's the one that meets with them year round. It's a whole thing, but just wanted to kind of give you the history and the kind of the rundown on that, because yeah, it's an event that's coming up, and our division has a hand in it. So that's Fall Festival, that's coming up this weekend. Other festivals that you might know that kind of go through the same process is Diwali in October, and Cherry Blossom in April. So there's a few other festivals that happen at our parks, but just to kind of give you an idea. Okay. On September 26th, I'm going to have a teen movie night here at the Quinlan. We're going to be showing the new Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch. I haven't seen the new live action Lilo and Stitch, so I'm actually looking forward to it. We'll have free food and snacks. Come hang out. Come meet Yab. Come see me. Yeah, that's gonna be on Friday, September 26th. Free teen movie night here at the Quinlan. Okay, and then last but not least for this month, we have Bike Fest on Saturday, September 27th. That's from our sustainability department, their division, sustainability division. That's not in Parks and Rec, but that is another notable city event you might want to look out for. That's held at Commissioner Mishra. That's over at Community Hall, right? At City Hall?
The Civic Plaza area.
Yeah, Civic Center Plaza. That's what we refer to that area between the library, City Hall, Community Hall. I'm sure you guys don't even know 2 out of 3 of those buildings, but at least you know the library. So that's generally where the Bike Fest is. You do want to plug any information about Bike Fest real quick?
Sure, it's really cool. It's very tough. You guys should all show up. It's September 27. We're gonna start out with I don't know what we're gonna start out with actually, but there's gonna be bike rides, there's gonna be scavenger hunts, smoothie, from smoothies that you make by pedaling on a bike, and there's like a blender attached. It's like really, really cool. You should all show up. And we're also looking for volunteers, so if you want, I will forward you that.
Cool. Thank you for doing that. Promptu speech. But yeah, so Bike Fest, Fall Festival this weekend, Teen Movie Night on Friday the 26th, Bike Fest on Saturday the 27th. That's kind of it for my upcoming events. Next month I'll also mention our division is having our Halloween event, Monster Mash, next month. That is on October the 25th. We'll remind you next month, of course, at next month's team commission meeting, but put a pin in your calendar for that one because that is quite the endeavor. That event is huge. It happens in this building, and it's a lot of fun. Very feel good event. Okay. Quick program update. I guess I kind of already alluded to this, but Rev is starting up again this month. Reason why it's notable, I already said all this. The membership for that group is going to be doubling, possibly tripling or quadrupling this year. Very excited to see that group grow. Very excited to have had Sombi on that group, at least for last year. Hopefully she joins us again this year. Although, she's a big team commissioner now. I can't assume anything. Anyways, last but not least, because I know everybody really is either hungry or bored. I'm just going to preview some speaker opportunities. Like I mentioned before in my presentation, at least with youth and teen events and actually like a handful of other community events, we'd love to have you guys come out and either represent us as MCs or speakers. Usually it's MCs. But yeah, there's a few opportunities coming up pretty soon here that I would love to recruit you guys for. First one is Monster Mash. Monster Mash on October 25th. That one could use an MC. We had Anika last year, or maybe the last 2 years, as our MC for that event. That one, it's mostly out here, out back. And you're going to be kind of like calling out, you're going to be on a microphone, calling out, points of interest, whether it's something happening on this side of the event space or, hey, make sure you check in over there, stuff like that. But then also the kind of marquee thing is narrating the children's costume parade that happens midway through the event. Yeah, that one's a really fun gig. We hope for a lot of like bubbly commentary. I'll just say it like that. You can also dress up for that one, I believe. Right? Monster Mash? Yeah. Dress up for that one. So that one's fun. In a more kind of buttoned up sense, I'm going to need a few speakers for a few moderators for the Teen Speaker Series. This is Saturdays in November. It's going to be you and one or two, potentially three speakers, kind of at the front of the room, doing kind of like a moderated talk on a whatever subject it is that week. These are subjects actually that the previous team commission has given us feedback on in terms of what you want to hear, what you want to have talks on. So you get to meet some experts in the field. You get to kind of, be the face of a talk, a moderated talk. 3 Saturdays in November. I might send the dates and the actual logistics out for you guys probably tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm gonna send out all these, but just want to put those two on your radar: Monster Mash and Teen Speaker Series. Okay, I'm gonna kind of fill these in like a first come first serve basis, with the hopes that come and do the things. Okay. A little farther out, but just kind of want to preview it now because it is this one, I think, fell through a little bit last year with our previous commission. Spelling Bee on Saturday, January 31st. There's an opportunity for four different team commissioners representing. The main one's the moderator, which that one we've kind of traditionally defaulted pizza and politics and spelling bee to the chair and vice chair. Of the teen commission, so Commissioner Misra, I believe, is the chair this year. Right? Am I wrong, or who's the chair this year?
Oh, sorry.
It's Misra, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Misra, will probably default to you being the moderator of the spelling bee, like giving the option to you first. And then the rest of you will have the opportunity to become one of the 3 judges as part of the event. It's a very involved role, and we generally hope for you to have to be with us, Yab leadership and myself before the event, so we can kind of get the procedure done right and practiced. It's definitely an effort, but I think it's one that is very fulfilling. Commissioner Lau, if you could kind of speak to that a little bit, having done it last year.
I remember there's like so many kids and then you can see like all their little faces when they spell it right. So fun. And then also, I think you can see like the parents in the crowd cheering them on, smiling, like kind of mouthing to them. Like, I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
But I would say definitely go for any like volunteer, even or be a judge for him. But definitely go for it if there is an opportunity. It's really fun.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. So yeah, that one's a little farther out, but I just want to put on your radar now because that one is quite the endeavor, and I want to lock you guys down sooner than later. Okay, so Monster Mash next month, Teen Speaker Series November, and then Spelling Bee at the end of January. Do we have any questions on all that, or did it all kind of like already out the other year? We're kind of done at this point. How are we feeling? Good. Oh, yes. Mr. Prakash.
Come and talk to you if you wanna be a judge or something.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Like, do we just come and talk to you if we're like interested in being a judge?
Yeah, sure. I think since everybody's kind of eager, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out a formal email invite to you as a commission tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm going to BCC all of you. If you remember about the talk, the Brown Act talk, can't have you all in one place because that's a quorum. I'm going to BCC all of you, and it's up to you to individually kind of reach out to me and let me know whether you're interested in whatever opportunity I'm kind of plugging for you guys. Okay. I need a full commitment when you do. All right. Don't give me like oh yeah, maybe, I don't know, whatever. All right. Whoever says yes, I'm going to be there at this for this commitment, I'm going to prioritize them over okay, maybe if I'm not busy around that time. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of put that expectation out there now. I trust you're all reliable and kind of up to the task. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any additional questions for Mr.
So what this email is gonna be in the Cupertino email, correct?
Yes, this is gonna go to your commissioner email. Do you all have your inboxes set up?
I was gonna say, actually, can you give them a week before you send that out?
Okay.
Is that gonna mess us up on timing?
No, that's okay. It's
Okay,
fine.
that will give all the new commissioners a chance to get their email set up, and if there's any issue, you could have a chance to contact our IT department.
So
and
like
then
next
send it out.
next Wednesday then?
Yeah.
Okay. Next Wednesday. What is that? The 17th? The 18th? The 17th. Next Wednesday, the 17th. Have your commissioner what am I trying to say? Your commissioner email inbox set up, log into Outlook, be ready to look to hear an email, to get an email from me. Okay, it's gonna come from robertk@cupertino.gov. And it's gonna have pretty much everything I just said in a bulleted format for you to piecemeal what you want from it, okay? Next Wednesday. Okay, that's pretty much it for me.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, I'm gonna have to call a recess You know, that's unusual, but we have something that we need to discuss. And so I'm gonna call a recess and I'm gonna ask a favor of you, if you could take a picture of the full commission and the lobby.
An important recess, okay.
Give us a chance. So I'm calling a recess at 7:40. And we're gonna reconvene in probably about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to reconvene the meeting at 7:52. My apologies to each of you. We had it brought to our attention that because Rishu was not actually sworn in, that he could not be part of the voting process. And so we actually have to go to a revote. We're going to go straight to a revote. However, before we go to the vote, I just need to fix kind of one little item. For the chair, Chelsea, you had received a second from Michelle, so do I hear anybody else that can give a second to Chelsea's nomination for chair?
Second again, second.
Because you have been the first, and Harley, you're seconding now.
Second for, yeah, sure.
Okay. And on the vice chair, Rochelle, you had nominated yourself, so that nomination is being removed if you are not a voting member yet. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight back to the vote. In fairness, you can think about your vote. And we're gonna start with the same person that we were voting on, and so we'll just go straight to that. So we are now voting for the chair for Commissioner Misra.
All right, Commissioner Sue,
Yes.
Commissioner Lau,
Yes.
Commissioner Liu,
No.
Commissioner Misra,
Yes.
Commissioner Gao,
No.
Commissioner Prakash.
No.
Commissioner Deshmukh.
This,
Oh, sorry, Ray. Commissioner Halambi,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar.
Yes.
Okay,
I have a majority.
so we have a majority.
So, Commissioner Wiltshire.
So we've confirmed our chair as Commissioner Misra.
Commissioner Sue,
Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure that they know who they're voting for. So now we're going to the vice chair. We're going to start with the person that had the majority, and voting for Commissioner Blue for vice chair now.
okay. Commissioner Sue,
Yeah. Yes.
Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Yes.
Commissioner Misra, Commissioner Gao,
yes.
Commissioner Prakash.
No.
Commissioner Halambi,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a majority. So we've confirmed vice chair Blue. So thank you very much. Congratulations. My apologies for that. All right, we're back in session. I think we've covered everything else.
Oh, we need to do that. Vote
Uh,
on the minutes.
What do we need to do?
Revote on the minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go to back up to agenda item 4. We're going to do a revote on the approval of the minutes for June 11th first. So we are now voting 11th minutes approval.
All right, Commissioner Sue,
Yes.
Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Yes.
Commissioner Misra,
Yes.
Commissioner Gao,
Yes.
Commissioner Prakash, Commissioner Halambi,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, and lastly, we're going to revote on the minutes for August 13th. And we'll go straight to that.
We need a new mover and a new second.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the minutes for August 13th. Okay, so that is. And second. Okay, Now we will go to the vote for the August 13th minutes.
Commissioner Sue, Commissioner Lau, Commissioner Liu,
Yes.
Commissioner Misra,
Yes.
Commissioner Gao,
Yes.
Commissioner Prakash,
Yes.
Commissioner Lumbee,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Anything else that we need to? Okay, thank you so much for your patience, everybody. We got our photo in as part of the meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. Kaufman. I appreciate that. And future agenda setting is our last thing after commission reports. So if anybody has any items that they want to suggest for future agenda setting, just so that the new chair knows, we will usually touch the meeting just to come up with our agenda for the next. So future agenda setting, any item? Okay. And with that, I'm going to ask, do you have a question?
Yes. Teresa, you trying to just take it for the office?
Yeah, you know what, actually, I'll give you guys where to put everything as soon as we adjourn the meeting, so you're looking out for what. I'm gonna ceremonially hand over this to Commissioner Misra, and if you could adjourn us for the evening.
At 7:58 PM, I adjourn this meeting.